I had a lieutenant in Vietnam, and he was 3 sheets to the wind. I come in from LZ Vandergrift, which was the 100 and some mile trip. I got out of my truck, and naturally I hadn't shaved or gotten a haircut in probably a month, and dirty t-shirt and stuff, and he come up and just grabbed me by the t-shirt and ripped my dog tags and my t-shirt and told me to go get a haircut, and I smacked him. And so then I had what they called office hours. I had to go see the commander, and he started to unpin his birds off his collar and said if I wanted to try that with him, just step out back. And I said, okay. I said, I'll tell you what my dad used to say is, you won't forget you were in a fight with me. And he turned around and said, you get the hell out of here, go back to where you were stationed, which was up at LZ Vandergrift. So I wrote up for that, and then I got into Okinawa, and that's when they started getting me for being out of uniform, because I wouldn't wear a starched utility shirt because of the different rashes that I had. And then I got picked up off base. They took my Liberty card away from me, so I got picked up off base, and that ran another charge on me. And then I was 2 minutes UA for a convoy, because I went in and got some aspirin. We sat in a convoy in the base for 5 hours, and I went in and said something to the road commander, and he just lost his temper. So by then they had enough on me as far as they needed about 7 different charges they got me for wearing blue jeans on a military establishment, and so that was enough to get a court-martial started. And the commander of the base made me his driver. He said, you don't do anything for anybody except me. He said, because for some reason they don't like you around here, which was because I was come back from Vietnam. Most of these guys were leftovers from Korea, and they just made it tough on most of us Vietnam guys, and I just didn't stand for it. So I got court-martialed, and the sentence was dismissed, except he said, I got to do something. I'm going to send you. And he said, what do you want? And I said, I want the hell out of this. This whole Marine Corps business is bull. He said, well, you're going to go to Mount Fuji and train troops how to drive in the mountains in the snow. And he said, you do 3 months there, and I'll give you your discharge. So I said, okay. So I went there, did the 3 months up in Mount Fuji, and then I went to San Diego, and they had one last surprise for me. They sent me back through boot camp. So it was probably, I think, the end of September is when I got out, the summer of 70, and just walked off the base in San Diego and never looked back.